Hello, teacups, and welcome back to the Twanna Y'vette Show. This is Quick Tea. I have a story here that is just absolutely crazy. When people go bananas on the internet, it is absolutely insane. An Orlando woman charged in fatal shooting over Instagram trash talk. Now, this is what we've been talking about. People rolling up on people because you get mad when you're on the internet talking trash and, all this kind of stuff. These people actually decided to roll up. Okay, and this is what happened. This is the story. This is by WFTV 9 ABC in Orlando. Now, Genesis and Malik Fisher, Orange County deputies, have charged a brother and sister with M for a fatal shooting they say started with trash talk online. Okay, Orange County, Florida. And the deputies have charged a second person with M for a shooting they say started on social media. So check this out. On August the 9th, deputies responded to a cul-de-sac on Holly Creek Road in Zellwood after a man called 911 saying he was shot. The responding deputies arrived to find 23-year-old DeMonte Cherry deceased from multiple gunshot wounds. The next day, deputies arrested the 911 caller, 19-year-old Malik Fisher, and charged him with first-degree M. Investigators say Cherry and Fisher had known each other from an ongoing social media dispute. So, according to the sheriff's office, 8 days before the shooting, Cherry was on Instagram Live talking about friends of his who had like recently been deceased in the Central Florida area. So investigators say that Fisher joined Cherry's feed and began to trash talk the deceased friend, and they also threatened him. So after that, on the morning of August 9th, deputies say that Fisher and two other people were sitting in a car in the cul-de-sac on Holly Creek Road, a few miles from Cherry's home. They were smoking M. You know what I mean? Wacky weed. Anyway, a witness told investigators that as they sat there, Fisher pointed out, really, he was really excited, and he pointed out Cherry was driving towards the cul-de-sac and that they said he'd just shoot Cherry right now. Like he was just going to do it right now. So deputies say that Cherry pulled into the cul-de-sac in an attempt to make a U-turn and leave the area when Fisher jumped from the back driver's side of the SUV they were in, ran up to Cherry's half open driver's side window, put the GUN inside the fire. He fired, like he put the thing inside the SUV, like inside the car, and fired at Cherry's head and upper body at close range. Because he had it in his hand, and when you put it inside the car, that's about as close as you can get. So according to the sheriff's office, Cherry managed to open the driver's side door and fired 3 rounds back in defense from his own GUN, striking Fisher and a woman in the driver's seat of the SUV. Fisher and the woman who was shot ran from the scene on foot. They later reconnected with the third person who drove them both to a hospital because they were shot. So deputies didn't identify the woman who was shot until Wednesday, when she was also arrested and charged with first degree M and armed robbery. So according to the sheriff's office, 21-year-old Genesis Shamia Fisher is Malik's sister, and you can see these people on the screen right now. Investigators also found that Malik had gone back on Instagram just after and streamed a live video of him showing off the wound to his leg and looking into the camera while repeatedly yelling, "You effing gonna blank boy, D-I-E." I'm sorry. It's YouTube. I'm sorry. Listen, deputies say they believe Fisher posted the message to Instagram for Cherry to see before he was aware that Cherry had been unalive. He didn't make it. So investigators also noted that when Fisher called 911, he was heard saying he was shot in the head, which the dispatcher believed referred to his own injuries, but deputies later learned Fisher made that comment to a witness at the scene after he thought he'd hung up with 911. So 911 wasn't even supposed to hear that. He was talking to somebody else, and 911 wasn't even supposed to hear that. But he was still on the phone. So Cherry's GUN was never recovered, right? According to the sheriff's office, responding deputies found a vehicle belonging to Cherry's mother at the scene, and the vehicle Cherry was actually driving when all of this happened back at his mother's house. So deputies say Cherry's mom has been uncooperative with that part of investigation and denies knowing how the vehicles were even moved. Genesis Fisher was arrested on a warrant which doesn't even include a narrative of exactly what she's accused of doing and what led deputies to charge her now. So she's being held in the Orange County Jail on no bond. Okay, listen. This is this is a crazy story. And I'm telling you right now, getting into a beef or an argument online is just stupid. Especially when you plan to, roll up on somebody and, wreak havoc. I mean, you're talking about, harming people, unaliving people. I mean, for what? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. I feel like people just go too far. Not having any self control. You don't understand words have power, and when you're talking, you don't know the mindset of a person when you're talking to them and you're trash talking. You know, it's ridiculous. You just have to, be careful. Stop playing on social media, especially if it's going to end up like this. Now somebody has lost their lives. People are, in jail. And these are like young people. They're not older people. Would have your whole lives ahead of you. Now somebody has lost their life. You know, there's no telling what's going to happen, to these young people. And it's just really sad, all because of an Instagram beef, because you got into it on Instagram. So I don't know, you guys, just stop with the foolery. It's ridiculous. I can't even deal anymore. Like, it's too much. Like, the internet is just going wild. The internet is just, it's too much or whatever. So, I'm just begging you to please stop getting into it on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, and watch what you say, watch your words, have some self control, and don't throw your whole life away, you know, because of words on the internet. I mean, that's crazy. Anyway, I want to know what you guys have to say. I want to know what you guys think about this. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. This has been Twanna Y'vette for the Twanna Y'vette Show. Quick tea, and I will talk to you guys in another video. Thank you. Bye for now.